I'm Chad Hall, head coach of the South Floyd Raiders. You're watching Sports Overtime. What a start to the night. Welcome into yet another episode of the Appalachian Wireless Sports Overtime. That's all we'll say. Josh McKinney joined as always by Jamie McCracken. Jamie, a couple of big games tonight.
We had a little bit of practice before this. Let's just say that. Yeah, not one, not two, but three Mountain Top 10 matchups this week. And one of them just so happens to be one of our Appalachian Wireless games of the week.
Correct. So let's just go ahead and head west to Manchester, Clay County, the B&W Resources Appalachian Bowl, a doubleheader for our Appalachian Wireless game of the week. Game number 1, number 4 Southwestern, number 5 Knox Central.
You know how to do these highlights, right?
I think so. Put them together. Warriors up 6 in the second, but Knox ties it up. Donovan Arthur on the quick hitter, bounces to the outside, dives inside the pylon, 23 yards. We're tied at 6. Now 13-6 in the third. Southwestern going to the air. Brandon Pruitt, J.P. Vaught, untouched into the end zone, 48 yards. We're tied again. UPike top play contender. This one a little bit better. J.P. Vaught, the jumping grab, spin move, get away from the defender. And what is he?
He gone.
He gone.
He's also spinning and winning.
69 yards. Early fourth quarter, Knox goes with its horse Arthur. Again, a hard-fought 5-yard score. That ties the game again. Just more than 2 minutes to go in the game. Southwestern up 7. And William Lemon will seal it for the Warriors. So we go to the Highlands Black and Blue Clinic scoreboard. Number 4 Southwestern 34, number 5 Knox Central 20.
Good bounce back win for the Warriors after losing to Danville last week. How about our second game of the night? Host Clay County at number 2 Corbin. We're going to start with some trickery because that's what the Red Hounds do apparently. Caleb Mitchell with the long grab in Tiger territory right there. That led to a touchdown, and Corbin had the early lead on the Clay County Tigers. Later in the first, Corbin goes to the ground. Jonah French right up the guts. Kind of boring, but it's worth 6 points for the short scoring drive. Number 2, Corbin, as you see, they're in the second half on this TV and WYMT.com. 33-0 over Clay County. Again, that one in the second half.
I was late getting to this game. Unbeaten Perry Central welcoming in the Wayne County Cardinals. Pick it up third quarter. Jaden Neese off right tackle for a couple of yards. Near the first down marker. Actually, that was for a first down. After converting on fourth down, Perry goes to the air. Jack Slush to Noah back. Wow. Nice grab inside the red zone. Now on the goal line, it's going to be Neese again. 100-plus yards for Neese. Touchdown for number 34, but the Cardinals had a running clock going in the first half. Cardinals win it easily over the Perry County Central Commodores, 50-6.
So you got there and you got the only Perry Central touchdown.
Still to come, Lynn Camp holds a special halftime ceremony where it honors our nation's military.
Yeah, that's right. And we take you to Pike County for 2 more Mountain Top 10 showdowns, including the top-ranked Belfrey Pirates and number 10 Harlan County.
Our fans in the stands, sponsored by Lincoln Memorial University. Johnson Central girls basketball coach Darren Rice helping us out tonight, throwing out some T-shirts at Johnson Central and Lexington Catholic. Coach Rice, we appreciate your help. Our fans in the stands, sponsored by LMU.
Yeah, he had a little bit of swag going on. Man, that's it's the second time we put on Darren Rice on the WYMT airwaves this week. Okay, time to go back in time. Oh, not far, just September 4, 2015. The Paintsville Tigers defeat the Pikeville Panthers in the regular season, and Cash Daniel has one of the most memorable sound bites we've ever put on the air here. But then November 27th comes, and the Panthers get revenge in the state semifinal, and eventually win the Class 1A state title. Well, here we go again. It's a regular season game. Number 8, Paintsville at number 9, Pikeville into third. Second and down, 7 to go. Paintsville's Kent Phelps with the run, and it's good for a Tiger touchdown. Same possession, a little QB keeper, Darren Morris. Get off me, bruh. That's a little Cash Dangle for you, a little bit, right? Send to lead. It's 26-14 at that point. Staying in the third, Wyatt Battle throws it to Tyler Elkins for a completion. Elkins will pick up a few yards on that play. It's pushed out of bounds there. Next play, Battle under pressure. He chucks it. Clay Sloan, he's got it. But later in the third, it's Morris again. Hands it off to Phelps. The Kent Phelps Tigers 33-14. You know, Jason Kinner was texting me today. He said we might just hand it off to Phelps 55,000 times tonight. Well, it looks like that's what they did. Here he is again, 27 yards for 6 more points as we go to the Highlands Black and Blue Clinic scoreboard. Number 8 Paintsville wins it on the road at number 9 Pikeville, 40-28.
Just up the road in Pond Creek, number 1 Belfrey welcoming in 10th ranked Harlan County in the first. Belfrey quarterback number 6 Noah Corbin in the end zone for 6, staying in the first. Corbin this time going to the air, throws it up to Cameron Catron, makes the grab, and there's no one within 10 yards. 14-0 Belfrey. Still in the first, Derek Wellman makes the short run to the end zone. 6 more points for the Pirates. Finally into the second, Justin Adkins breaks the tackle and runs it in from 20-plus yards. And what is it, Jamie?
Oh, well, he was going real fast.
Yeah, 34-0 on the Black Bears. Thought they were done? No. Corbett to Austin Woolham in the end zone.
Man, they look good. Pirates
up 41-0 at the half, and the Pirates once again cruised to a victory last week. Tates Creek this week, Harlan County, 47-13.
All right, I got some banner action. Battle of the banners here. Which one do you like, left or right?
Middlesboro's was pretty good.
I like Pineville's, though. All right, we got Pineville, Middlesboro opening drive. Hey, look, it's the human spaghetti emoji. Tucker Woolham, intentional grounding, though, gets called, and Middlesboro gets a safety. They would return the kickoff for a TD, 9-0 in the first quarter. Pineville would try to answer, but this was sort of nice, stuffing the running back there mid-second quarter. Now Middlesboro's ball, Tanner Horton with a catch to push the Jackets into Lion territory. A couple plays later, Jackets run the ball to put them in the red zone. He isn't going down very quickly, and they capitalize on it here with the QB keeper. 16-0 midway through the second, and Pineville would battle back, but it is Middlesboro comes out on top, 23-16 the final over the Mountain Lions. And we stay on the Highlands Black and Blue Clinic scoreboard. How about Bell County getting the win tonight over the Pike Central Hawks, 49-30. Estill County, well, first we've got to go to Not Central and East Ridge. Not Central wins 44-28 over East Ridge. And now we go to Estill County. They get their second win of the season, 33-19 over Frankfort. And Harlan, the Green Dragons, defeat Thomas Walker, Virginia, 41-6. Rockcastle County, how about the Rockets staying undefeated, 47-20 over South Laurel. All right, out in Glencamp, the Wildcats honored our military today.
That's right. The voice of the Wildcats, J.T. Elliott, came up with the idea to have a chair dedicated to veterans, but with the importance placed on prisoners of war and the ones recorded as missing in action. Dr. Elliott found the inspiration through his alma mater.
The idea came from one of my alma maters, Liberty University, who did this chair at their football stadium. And I have not served in the military, but one of my heroes was my grandfather, who served in World War II, and I grew up with that appreciation for the military. So this was a way to honor those veterans, those that are prisoners of war, those that are missing in action, all those that have served.
Coming up, we preview Kentucky and Southern Miss.
Yeah, that's right. But first, Leslie County looks to stay perfect on the year as it hosts the winless Williamsburg Yellow Jackets.
I'm Raekwon Horton, the defensive tackle from Belfrey. You're watching Sports Overtime.
Leslie County is 2-0 on the season, but maybe more impressively is that the Eagles have yet to allow a single point. Tonight, Coach Eddie Melton and his team playing at home for the first time, hosting Jerry Herron and Williamsburg. Home opener for the Leslie County Eagles, hosting Williamsburg, who, as I mentioned, still searching for its first win. This one was a defensive battle, but a nice play in the first for the Jackets. Alec Poor with some big yardage on the QB run into Eagle territory. Unfortunately, later in the drive on 4th and goal at the 1, Poor is stopped and Leslie County holds. Neither team yet on the scoreboard.
Oh.
Eagles now driving some misdirection with Jagger Wilson. Wilson has the ball pop loose, but look at this. Right back into his breadbasket. However, that drive would stall. Still scoreless in the second. Poor looking downfield, throws on the run, and it is picked off by Dalton Spurlock. The game was knotted up at 0 when I left. It was knotted up 0 at the half. Leslie County, though, stays perfect, 16-13 over Williamsburg.
Not a good night for you shooting, I guess, right?
No, it wasn't.
Shelby Valley of the road at McGoffin County. Take it on Justin Combs. Hornets Valley led 20-0 at the half. Off to a good start here in the second half, Josh. This is Seth Johnson. Right down the side.
Much better night for you.
Yeah, for a big gain. Next play, Jordan Hamilton. He finds the seam, goes 18 for the score. Valley up 26-0 after the missed extra point. Not so good here for the Wildcats. On a 4th and long, Brandon Hackworth comes up with the interception for the Hornets. plus the horse collar penalties, attack on 15. But the problem is they couldn't score. You know why? Well, because of this. Lamont right there for the sack for the Wildcats. And yeah, that's how McGoffin County's night went. They lose 40-0. Valley shuts them out and gets its first win of the season.
Back out to Lynn Camp, Coach Alan Harris looking for the win tonight over Jackson County. We start with the U-Pike top play contender. It's a night of touchdowns for our girl Carly Bell. Thomas Brown in the third quarter, 53 yards to the house, 20-6 Wildcats. Jackson County would turn the ball over on downs, so it's Brenton Medlin. He's going to take it to the end zone.
He said, get off me, bruh.
28-6, Lynn Camp over the Generals. U-Pike top play contender. The Generals answer right back on their next possession. How about 66 yards for Jackson County? Jacob Mullins, 28-12 with under 6 minutes to go.
He gone.
Bless you. U-Pike top play contender again. Lynn Camp would miss a field goal, so it's Jackson County. And, well, you have to have Miles Hurst, right? The one-handed grab, and, well, 80 yards, and he
gone.
28-20 after the two-point conversion. Lynn Camp, though, would pull away and win it 49-28 over the Generals.
High fives from Gunnar Sloan. Cole Crace, he doesn't want any camera time. We'll remember that during baseball, or basketball season, I should say. John Central hosting Lex Cap. Gunnar Sloan punting on the opening possession. Lex Cap decides to do a little trick here, and then Jordan Bland says, I'm going to light you up, bruh.
Not quite wrestling season, Jordan.
Goodness. You know, he is a state champion in wrestling. Kind of good there. One play later, well, Blake Gamble gets it right back to Johnson Central with an interception. So you got Jordan Blanton and Gamble just doing their thing. Later, still scoreless. Blanton with a QB sneak to punch it in. Caps off a 46-yard drive. And it's 7-0 Golden Eagles. I love Jordan Blanton. He's so good. Knights fire right back. Kirk Fagot throws to Bo Bennington. I like that name. 34-yard touchdown, all tied up at 7. Second quarter, same score. Blanton on the option, fakes it, then throws it to Noah Frisbee. 17-yard touchdown. A rare throw, by the way. JC finishes with 491 yards of total offense. Only 414 of those were on the ground tonight. Johnson Central wins 54-27 and moves to 2-0. How about Jordan Blanton tonight?
Somerset on the road meeting up with Beechwood in Northern Kentucky. Jumpers down 17-7. The pitch goes to Jordan Doan. He'll turn the corner, find some room for the first down before being knocked out of bounds by the Tiger defense. Later in the drive, another pitch to Doan, this time along the near sideline. He'll pick up another first down, but the Jumpers could not convert on the drive. On the ensuing Beechwood possession, the handoff is to the back, but watch as Tristan Purcell comes in, makes the hit, causes the fumble. Chase Madden recovers for the set, but again, Somerset could do nothing with it. Fourth quarter, Tigers setting up the pass. Braden Birch to Jake Cottingham on the sideline for a first down. Later in the Tiger drive, the pitch goes to James Davis. He has plenty of room, finds the corner into the end zone. Tigers would go on to beat Somerset in Northern Kentucky. Final score 29-7. We stay on the Highlands Black and Blue Clinic scoreboard. Hazard over Letcher Central 23-19 in Whitesburg. Allen Central 2-0. They defeat Morgan County 48-20. North Laurel at home versus West Jess. The Jaguars 43-7 over the Colts. Phelps 0-3 on the year. The Hornets fall to the Van West Virginia Bulldogs 41-13. And Sheldon Clark under Chester McCoy gets its first win of the year 40-12. The final in Inez. Much more to come on the Appalachian Wireless Sports Overtime. As we go to break, here is this week's Alice Lloyd College Mountain Top 10.
Now time for our student athlete of the week. Connor May is a senior at Lawrence County High School where he has a 3.78 grade point average. He was selected, not rejected, selected as a Rogers Scholar, served as a member of the Kentucky Youth Assembly, is enrolled in several AP courses, and is a member of the Bulldog baseball and football teams. Congrats, Connor, our student athlete of the week.
Kudos to him. How about our Long John Silver's catch of the day? Back out to Manchester. J.P. Vaught of Southwestern makes the leaping grab against the Knox defender. Spin move to get away from the defender and then races 69 yards for the Warrior touchdown. Warriors a big win over Knox Central 34-20. J.P. Vaught, our Long John Silver's catch of the day. Now time to get you set for this weekend's action with the Saturday slate sponsored by Union College. Tomorrow, we are less than 24 hours away from the Kentucky Wildcats kicking off against Southern Miss in their season opener.
Can't wait to be there. A lot expected this season from the offense with new offense coordinator Eddie Gran and 10 of 11 starters returning, one of which is running back Boom Williams, who sustained an elbow injury, if you remember, late last year, but is expected to be at full strength this weekend.
Well, the nice thing is JoJo is playing some very good football, so we'll have both of those guys at full tilt, and we're deep at that position, and so we'll roll them as needed. He has done everything except the live reps, as you saw early in camp when he was in the red, just to give him a little bit more time to get that elbow healed. But outside of that, he's gotten quite a few reps.
So you got Kentucky and Southern Miss. Here are some of the other college games. I know tomorrow Eastern Kentucky travels north to Purdue to battle the Boilermakers. That game at noon on ESPN News. Also, Morehead State also on the road at number 12 James Madison. That game at 6 o'clock tomorrow night. In the Mid-South Conference, Union goes to Warner for a noon kickoff, and at 2:30 p.m. Cumberland's visits the Bethel Wildcats.
There is one high school game on the schedule tomorrow. Breathitt County welcomes in Cincinnati Hills Christian for the KRMC Honey Bowl. That game is set to begin at 7:30. You will be at Cincinnati and Lexington. Carly will be in Breathitt County. I'll be manning the station, but you got to be pretty excited.
I'm pretty excited. I think this will be an exciting year for Kentucky. I know some people think it's a bowl or bust, but I don't think it's a bowl or bust. But what I do think is they better win tomorrow, because if they don't, then the whole fan base will just.
Well, you've got a loss to Southern Miss to open the season. Yeah. Shannon Dawson will have beaten you if you lose that game. And with the way he left the program, losing to him to open the season, I don't think would sit well with Big Blue Nation.
No, I don't think so. But a lot of guys return. You got Dorian Baker, Boom Williams, JoJo Kemp.
There's pressure. There's pressure on.
A lot of pressure on Drew Barker as well. Did you have fun out there tonight, by the way?
I did. It was fun. It was
Allen Central 2-0.
Hectic. I know.
Whew.
I know.
Got to be happy about that.
Rebels.
Yeah. Is that all we're going to do? Just okay.
I think so.
Allen Central, okay.
That's all we got. Tune in back tomorrow. He's Jamie. I'm Josh.
Shout out to Billy Turner. He got the antennas watching us tonight. I told him I'd give him a shout out.